What's up, guys? Today we're going to do No Closer to Heaven from the Wonder Years. And if you haven't heard this band, definitely go check them out. I really like the guitar work. And this is a nice soft acoustic song by them. And what's cool about this song is it's going to use a lot of the open position chords that you're going to want to know how to play. And this is a fun way to practice them. So let's zoom in and check it out. Okay, so I'm in standard tuning, but if you want to play along to the album, you're going to have to tune everything flat. So tune your E to E flat, tune your A to A flat, and so on. The chords we're going to use for this are all in the open position. They're all down here by the nut of the guitar. We need a C. That's nothing, 3, 2, 0, 1, 0. We need an E minor. So I have 0, 2, 2, 0, 0, 0. We need an F chord. Now this is a pretty tricky one because it's a bar chord. I want to bar my first finger across the first fret. I need to put my third finger on the third fret of the 5th string. My pinky's on the 3rd fret of the 4th string. And my second finger is on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Now if this is a little bit too advanced for you, here's a good variation. Imagine you had a C chord. Then put your pinky on the 4th fret, or the 3rd fret of the 4th string, and then take your second finger and just move it down one string. So now it's on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And then I'm going to mute by letting my first finger touch the 1st string, that way we can't hear that one. And I'm going to let my thumb touch the 6th string, so we can't hear that one either. And that'll sound fine if you can't do the full bar chord F. We also need an F minor chord. Now to do that, it's just like an F major bar chord, but I need to pick up one finger. And I usually like to let it help out my finger that's doing the bar. If you can't get that bar chord, here's a substitution for that real quick. We could try to bar our first finger across the first 3 strings and put our third finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string and just play those 4 strings. And that would work pretty good too if you can't get, the regular F minor chord. We also need a G chord, so I have 3, 2, 0, 0, 3, and 3. I'm going to play that G for this song. We need a G7. So that's 3, 2, 0, 0, 0, and 1. And if you're having a little bit of trouble with that G7, imagine you're playing a C, but then take these 2 fingers up top and move them up 1 string, and then take this finger and move it down 1 string. And if we think of it that way, it almost feels like you're playing a C chord. We need a D minor. So I have nothing, nothing, 0, 2, 3, 1. And then finally we also need an A minor chord, so I have nothing, 0, 2, 2, 1, 0. Now the basic strum that we're going for in this song is going to be all downstrokes with 1 upstroke at the end. It'll be down, 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 up. Or I could say 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and up. And that's the basic rhythm. If we do anything different, I'm going to say it, but if I don't say anything, just know that that's what we're kind of going for. We're going to think of the guitar for this song as being in 3 sections. The first section is the verse, and it sounds like this. 3, 4. So when the verse starts off, I'm going to start on that C chord and I'm going to strum down, 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 up. And now I'm going to focus on just strings 2 through 4 for a second. And I'm going to hit just those 3 strings. And then I'm going to pick up my middle finger with my left hand, And I'm going to hit those 3 strings again. And now I'm going to focus on hitting strings 2 through 5. So far we had down, 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 up, and then I went, when I speed it up a little bit, now right after that I'm going to go to an E minor, and right after we hit the E minor we're going to put our pinky down on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Now technically when our pinky is down we would call this an E minor 7, but because we're taking it down and picking it up and putting it back down again, I'm just going to call it an E minor. So far from the beginning we had so with the pinky down I went, next we went to F, followed by G, D minor, A minor, C, and when I'm hitting the C, I'm going to switch to the F chord a little bit early, kind of like how we did in the first measure when we played the C and then switched to the E minor a little bit early. Now we're going to play the C chord, 3 and 4 and, to go to the F. Again, that measure I went 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Now after the F chord, I go to a G chord. And then after the G chord, I go back to an F, but this time I'm only going to do it for half a measure. So I have down, 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 up. Then I pick up my middle finger and go to F minor, down, 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 up. Or 1, 2, and a 3, 4, and a. Now immediately after the first verse, there's a section where he stops singing for a minute, and I'm just going to call that section the bridge. That sounds like this. That started off the same way as the verse did. We had that same beginning measure into the E minor. We go to an F, but this time right at the end of the F, we're going to go to a C a little bit early. And 3 and 4 and. I hit the C again, and then I go to a G. So far we had C, minor, F, and then I go to an A minor chord, G7 to finish it. And then after that we go to the first section again. We do another verse. Now right after that verse we have the 3rd section, and I'm going to call this section an interlude. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. And that just started off with A minor, D minor, G. Now half a measure on C, so I'm going 1, 2, and up. and then I go to G for 3, 4, and up. Start over again on A minor, D minor, G, F for a full measure, and then I pick up my finger and just ring out on the F minor. After we ring out on F minor, we just play section 1 or the verse one more time and end on a C chord. Okay, I hope this video helps you out. Something that I kind of liked about this song is I don't think you would have to be the strongest singer to sing it and it would still sound pretty good. This also might be a good one for you to kind of end a set on. Something kind of soft to end the night. Please remember to like, subscribe, follow me on social media, and I'll see you next time.